Today I'm going to show you how easily you can translate your Figma designs using Crowdin. If you're using Figma and you want to translate your content, you don't have to manually copy and paste anything from Figma to Excel. You can transfer your content from Figma to a translation platform and back once it's translated without any issues. Obviously, there are two different use cases. One is software localization and another one is marketing content. Software localization is a bit more complicated, and let's start with that. Traditionally, engineers would extract your strings for translation, and once translation is ready, they would deploy all the strings for you. If you're going to use a connector, you can transfer this content from Figma to a TMS way quicker and deploy both English and localization strings at the same time. Obviously, it gives you a couple of benefits, right? In the past, it was very hard to provide context, but with Figma, you can transfer your context to translation tool very easily. You don't have to rely on engineers to grab screenshots. You can do this from Figma. Another benefit, if you are going to do localization earlier, your translation team can work with your designers to make sure that your platform is ready for localization, right? And even if they find any issues during translation, you might still be able to, fix all of that before development is ready. So let me show you how you can do it yourself. As you can see, I have very simple mobile application design. Let's assume this is ready for translation. You go to plugins and you find Crowdin for Figma and you open this. The first time you log in, it's going to ask you to provide your API key from Crowdin. Very simple, you just copy and paste it from your Crowdin setup and you're good to go. Next step is to choose your Crowdin project. In my case, is this one. And then you can choose branch. In our case, for the presentation, let's use main. Once this is ready, we can go to strings and we can highlight all our layers that we do want to translate. We click plus button, we review all the strings, we click next. We might want to change some of these settings. And then once it's ready, you click submit. As you can see, it's ready and we can actually go to Crowdin now. So let's open our project. Let's refresh this. I already translated Polish in the past, so it's already translated. And as you can see, French isn't translated. We can actually go here and see all the strings. So let me go to editor. As you can see, we have all the strings. We do have preview here. And in Crowdin, there are a few ways how you can preview images, but this is one of them, right? So you can see them here and you can see all the translations. Also, let me open Polish so we can have a look how it actually looks like. See, all the strings are translated and I can preview them like so. Okay, so let's assume our project is ready for import. We have to go back to our Figma project, open connector again. In here, we go to preview strings and we can click either all frames or selected frames, but we do want to import all the frames. And once you click this, the connector is going to import all the strings that we just translated. Obviously, we didn't translate French at all, but as you can see, Polish is already translated, right? See, very easy. So now let's try to do the same for marketing content. Obviously, marketing content is slightly different. Here, what we care about is only make sure that we do not copy and paste anything. We don't have to adjust our process at all. And it's very simple. So I have like 3 different assets here inside the same layer, just to make it simple. We do the same thing. We run plugin again, but now we have to change our project. So we have to disconnect it. We go to my project I already prepared for marketing, and we select what type of content we are going to translate. And that's it. This project is already ready to go. So we can go back to pages. We have a few options. So to extract content, you just have 2 different buttons. You either can extract all the frames from this project, or you can select all the frames that you would like to transfer to Crowdin for translation. And then you just use this button. But let's assume we want to send all the frames for translation. It looks like our content is ready for translation. So let's have a look inside Crowdin. So let's go to our marketing project. As you can see, we do have some strings for translation. Let's open Polish. It's ready. We do have all the strings on the left side and we do see preview underneath, right? So we are basically ready. Let me quickly use translation memory to quickly translate this because I already did it in the past. As you can see, it's ready. And now we are actually ready to import all of this content back into Figma. So the process of importing is the same. We go to plugin again, go to this part, and we can either select all languages or Polish. I'm going to select all languages just so you can see that it's going to import all the languages at the same time, so you don't have to do this manually. So we click all the frames, and in a couple of seconds, we should see all the translations ready inside Figma. Okay, it looks like it's ready. Let me close this. We didn't translate French, but Polish is already translated, right? So nice and easy, very easy to use. You don't have to do a lot of steps. You are providing context to your translators. You can import all the languages at the same time. If you are working with like 30 languages, obviously you know how painful it is to copy and paste multiple languages, but here you can import all your languages at the same time without any issues with just one button. This was Figma connector from Crowdin.